Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, Who asked you, leave at zero, complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परम् तदेशाभ्युक्ताम् सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म यो वेद निहितं गुहायां परमे व्योमन्न सोष्णुते सर्वान् कामान् सः ब्रह्मणा विपश्चितेति तस्माद्वा एतस्माद् आत्मनः आकाशः सम्भूतः आकाशाद्वायुः वायोरग्निः अग्नेरापः अद्य पृथिवी पृथिव्या ओषधयः ओषधीभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः स वा एष पुरुषोन्नरसमयः तस्येदमेव शिरः अयं दक्षिणपक्षः अयमुत्तरपक्षः अयमात्मा इदं पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति। Now the truth is revealed. What is the truth? Brahmavit apnoti param. In Mundokopanishad also there is a mantra like this, where it is said, Brahmavit Brahmaiva bhavati. To put in very cryptic words, knowing is being. It is not becoming. Becoming is something other. Like man is. So, is existence. And he knows he is a man. So, So, at the stage of the man, it is knowing is being. So, it is not creation, it is. He has not become man, he is man. Then, by accident, he gets married and he becomes husband. So, being and knowing, when they are one, that is the ultimate truth. Now tell me, what meditation will you do? I am, I know I am. Over. Game over. See? Therefore, Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. Bhavati doesn't mean becomes. That experience where knowing and being merged together simultaneously. All experiences are in a sequence. See? First, knowing. From here, we have to go to Katgodam tomorrow. So, this is knowledge. Then, tomorrow we will go, not today. So, knowing and being is that experience which does not involve the time, space and object. Therefore, it is now and here. Here, space. Now, time. So, Brahma vidapnoti param. And what is the param we have seen? Param is that to which nothing can be added, nor can anything be taken away. Supreme. So this is the ultimate statement of the scriptures. Brahmavid apnoti param. Now this is further to be elaborated and explained to the students. Therefore, it is said, Tadesha Bhyukta. Now about this is the statement. The Esha Ukta. What is that? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Now here is a lot of big commentary of Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Brahma, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. 4. See? Like a red, big lotus flower. So, in this red, big and flower and lotus, there are 4 things. So, these big red lotus, they are negating other things in this flower. Flower is common. So, it is only the red flower, not the green one or blue one. So, this red has become an adjective of the flower. Why? Because other than one flower, there are so many flowers. So, wherever there is multiplicity, manyness, we require specific information. Flower, which flower? Red flower. Okay, I thought it is yellow. No, it is not yellow. Then big. The flower could be big or small. So the big is also an adjective. So what is an adjective? It separates the Vishesha or the object indicated from the other possible other things. Like the object is flower, it could be red or other thing. Object is flower, it could be big or small. So what we are doing, by adding the adjectives to the noun, we are specifically bringing to our cognition something unique. Why this is required? Because there are many flowers. It's not only one flower. See? So red, big. And lotus. It could be any flower. So we are separating from the common flower all other possible flowers. And therefore, red, big, and lotus, these are the adjectives qualifying the flower. Why so much required? Because there are many flowers. See? Yes, very good. So, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Are there many Brahma or what? Brahman is only one. Then, why these three adjectives? See? That Brahman which is Satya, that Brahman which is Jnanam, that Brahman which is Ananda. Is it necessary? When it is only one, adjectives are not required. See? I am telling you in our local English language, if you go into the discussion, arguments, logic in the scriptural language, oh God, how very good, chalo, aage chalo. See? Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. It is something like that. You go to somebody and he is a child. So, if he says, Swamiji, he is my eldest son. What does it mean? There are many of them. See? If he says, this is my son, that means the only one, Ekameva Advitiya. Then no adjectives are required. See? Or if he says, this is my child, option, girl or a boy. See? So, why adjectives are required? Under following condition. Number one, there are possibility of manyness. If we talk about Brahman, Brihatvat Brahman, that which is infinite, infinites are not two. Then why this Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma? That is why it is said that Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampanna Adhikarinam Ayam Tattva Bodha Vidhiyate. Those who do not have Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, Samadhana, Mumukshutvam. Unless these fourfold qualifications are there, we cannot. Swamiji, should we have bhajan? See? It is so important, friends. All the problems are that of misunderstanding. Misunderstanding is to be rejected without creating a new understanding. See, what we call in simple language, the one notion is rejected without creating a new notion. That is spiritual life. Our present notion is, I am Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, reject that. I am Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, reject that. I am Indian, non-Indian, reject that. I am rich, I am poor, reject that. I am intelligent, I am over-intelligent. I am literate, I am literally illiterate. How many specificities associated with us? So discard all of them. And thereafter, we come to that about which there is no notion formed. So, Vedanta teaches us no freedom or liberation for I. I cannot be liberated. Liberation, freedom from I. See? And we all do every day, but we don't know we are doing it. In the dream we had some good or bad experiences, we suffered. And when the dreams are going beautifully, they never break. But when there is an accident in the dream, it breaks. Then we come out of the dream and then we become Sher Khan. Hey, it was just a dream, yaar. But there are some wise people. They come out and continue with the same thing. Swamiji, I had a terrible dream. And in that dream, a big, huge cobra came and wanted to swallow me. So he went straight away to my jugular vein and took it out, and like the Coca-Cola, he was sucking the blood. And because of that, I got frightened and I got up. Swamiji, what will happen? I said, this is my question. What will happen to the cobra? Your blood he has taken, he cannot survive. See? So once we are we doing anything? Are we liberated from that dreamer? No. We are not changing the notions. See, notion changing is in all other paths. Earlier I was a bhogi, now I am a yogi. Earlier I was eating non-vegetarian, now I don't eat non-vegetarian. Earlier I was going to the club, now I go to the temple. Earlier I was going to the dance parties, now I call them at home. See, friends, we have to have freedom from I, not freedom for I. So, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So, this Satyam Jnanam Anantam, these cannot be the adjectives. This is the conclusion. Then, what does it mean? It means Lakshana Vritti. See? So, Satyam Brahma. Pure existence is Brahman. See? So, this table is Brahman? Yes, Satyam Brahma. I am also Brahman? Yes. Am I inert like a table? No. Then, that which is Satyam is, and it is not the inert existence, but it is a sentient. Okay, I understood. What? I am Brahman, but others are Brahma. See? Holier than thou. So the teacher, Upanishad, adds the third word, Anantam Brahma. So that there are not many Brahmans. So therefore, this I has to be recognized as Brahman. Now we are recognizing this I as man, woman, young, old, rich, poor, good, bad. And this happens to every one of us when we are in sound sleep. You know the meaning of sound sleep? Sleep for us, sound for the society. Krrr, krrr, krrr. Do you know why we snore in deep sleep? See, a husband who doesn't dare look at the feet of his wife, forget about the face. When they sleep together in the bed, where from he gets the courage to snore loudly? See? Because I have no more husband, ha ha. That happiness is manifested as snoring. Can the happiness be silent? Hey, why are you silent? I am happy. No. So those who snore, they have discovered temporary freedom from the husband. So, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, only one, not many. Therefore, Brahman is that which is supporting, which is permeating the object of experience, the experience of the object and the experiencer, and yet not getting divided in three. See? Now, any experience that we have has these three components. So, this is a phone, object. This is a phone, is a knowledge. To who have this knowledge? I have this knowledge. So in this knowledge there are three components. Object of knowledge, knowledge of the object, and knower of the knowledge of the object, three of them. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. Satyam, object. Knowledge, Jnanam. Anantam, be attentive. All these paths except Vedanta, there is no one soul per head. You take yoga, you take bhakti, you get karma kanda, one soul per body. And then papoham papa karmaham. Therefore, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma means what? See? There are many bulbs, but the light is one. There are not many lights. See? But when our attention is only on the bulbs, we will talk about manyness. But light-wise, only one. Similarly, when our attention is on the bodies, we are many. But life-wise, we are all one. See? And the expressions of life are common. See? As much we enjoy or suffer the pangs of hunger, equally animals, plants, everybody. Because life is a common denominator. See, friends? But what happens? We are so much buried under our wrong notions that I am body, then I am somebody, then I am good. All people misunderstand me. Why it happens, There was one boy, probably 12th standard or first year. He was coming for my talk and he sitting there like no life in him. So he came, Swamiji, I want to ask you something. I didn't reply. Then he said, Swamiji, nobody wants me. When other students are standing together talking, when I go to join there, some of them tell, hey, get out from here. Some of them, they go away. So wherever I go, nobody accepts me. What is the reason? I said, congratulations. Why? You are a biological Odomos. What is the Odomos? All the mosquitoes run away. Do you mean I am? No, I don't mean that. I mean others are mosquitoes. Why people don't like us? See, friends, because we are a very strong, stupid personality. See? Therefore, it is necessary for us to understand that body-wise we are many, but life-wise we are one. This evolution is called studying Upanishad. Then there is nothing like superior or inferior than anybody. Because Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam Brahma, we are not many, only one. So the real spiritual practice is start from the many and reach the one. That is the spiritual practice. So, what are many? So many objects, many objects. Very good. Catch one. Which object? Sound. Good. So you discarded the remaining four. Now among the sound also, leave all the sounds and catch one sound. When something is only one, it disappears. For the mind to survive, minimum two are required. When we catch one, either one word, Om, or the silence. So many objects, one object sounds. Many sounds, one sound, Om. Now, sound versus silence, that also you discard, come to the silence. When you come to silence, you dissolve in consciousness. And the silence is one. They are not many. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So, we are many because our association with the Upadhi. Upadhi is the bulbs, so many bulbs. But what is expressing through the bulb? Light. Light is one. See? Now, light is also against what? Darkness. So we go discard light also. Go beyond the light. What is beyond the light? Electricity. What is electricity? Electricity is having no light. Has anybody ever seen electricity? No shape, no form. See? Karyanumeya. We only can establish the presence of electricity by effect, Karyanumeya. How do we know that electricity is there? Put your fingers. Thereafter, neither there will be a question nor a person asking a question. This is called as realization. See? So, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, these three words are associated with the Brahman and thereby manyness is rejected. First of all, we get lost in the periphery of our personality. Manyness, my country, your country. Then we come in our country. Then Gujarati, Bengali, Tamilian, Malayali division. So, first of all, discard the various language barriers, then we are Indians. Then discard these Indian barriers, we are citizens of one globe. Then we are human being, others are animal. So, we rise above that, come to the principle of life. See? This journey is called as the sadhana according to Vedanta Shastra. And ultimately, where do we reach? We can experience in yourself. What is that experience? Colors, forms many do not influence the vision. Sense organs are many, do not influence the mind. Joy, sorrows are many, influence the eye, but this eye is not real. He is only presenting in a particular condition called body identification. When body identification is dropped, even this I disappears, but the life is there. And beyond the life, consciousness expressing through certain conditions is called as life. If those conditions are not fulfilled, life will not be manifested, but that doesn't mean consciousness is absent. See? We have to break this barrier between knower known division. This is where Vedanta comes into being. See? Slowly and steadily we can receive this knowledge. So, Satyam, existence. Jnanam, knowledge. Anantam, they are not two. Existence is knowledge, knowledge is existence. Now this is our experience. I am, I know. But how come this we can accept that I am Brahman? But this stable, useless fellow, how it can be Brahman? How the stone can be Brahman? How the Nandi can be God? See? Now to understand this, we do some experiment. See? Take a pan, put water in that and apply fire to the pan. What will be the result? The waters will be hot. Then take the same fire and apply to wood. What will be the effect? Both heat and light will be seen, is it not? But if we want to conclude what the fire is, after application only to the water and conclude that fire gives only heat, what about light? But why this is happening? In water only the heat, but in the wood both heat as well as the light. Exactly the same way, depending upon the upadhi through which the divinity is expressing, determines whether it is inert or it is sentient. See? This wooden table has the ability to exist, therefore Satyam. But I as a human being, not only I am, but also Jnanam. Knowledge is also there. So, existence-wise we are all one. But when we add one more parameter, the knowledge, then we become second. Then the only existence becomes known and we become the knower. But because of that, does it mean that the pure consciousness, Brahman, is divided into two? So what is the reason of the division? What is the conditioning through which the fire is expressing? Fire was expressing through water, therefore only heat could be manifested. But the same fire expressing through the wood, in addition to the heat, the light is also manifested. Therefore, because of the upadhi, expressions differ. But that which is expressing through the upadhi is one and the same. And that is our essential nature. And to come to that, this is the technique. So first of all, we have to start getting away from the many and march towards the one. So what are many? Worldly things. Worldly things, our scriptures conclude in technically sound way, there are only 5 objects. That doesn't mean 5 objects are kept. Every object has got 5 shades. See? Now out of those 5, take only one. Then in that one also, you will come to know there are varieties. So we have left the object, came to the sense organs, left, there are 5 sense organs, we leave them, come to the mind. Mind also joy, sorrows, give them up. Meaning, don't become joyful, don't become sorrowful. You have come to be attentive. You have come to the principle of life. One is experience without the birth of an experiencer. Second is the experience where experiencer is born. When experiencer is born, he is separated from others. See? And this separated one is called the ego or the jiva or the soul. And then we want to be distinctly recognized. See? Brahmanishta Satchidananda Sri 1008, so that I am separate from others. Discard all that criteria which makes us extraordinary. Then only there is freedom from I. Like in Bhagavad, the story comes when Kanhaiya was eating the soil, the Yashoda Maya became angry and scolded. Mothers call anything to their children and they call it love. About this love, I tell you one story. There was one girl, they were Pahadis, staying in Delhi. So, they had one daughter, small one. And the mother of that daughter, could you imagine what she was calling her child? Like, mothers call the children by any name, my dear flower, my honey darling, etc. Whenever they call honey, I feel sticky. So this mother is to call her daughter, could you believe? Mera बैंगन का भरता, and used to crush that child. See? Now, what can you do? That is her expression of love. Time passed, that girl was getting married. I happened to go there. When she saw me, and she was sitting somewhere with puja and all that, she left it there, came running to me. Not to do namaskar to me. Put her hand on my mouth. Swamiji, don't call me by that name. Because only I knew that name. But in her marriage, if I call, Arey Bengan ka bharta, shaadi ho rahi. Now tell me, Anirvachaniya Prema Swarupam. So we become separate. Don't become separate. So when Yashoda Maya scolded him, I think in your last life you must be a pig. It is an abuse. Bhagavan Krishna thought, oh God, she knew I was the Varaha avatar. And therefore he created an illusion. No, Kobrumbu. If somebody calls us bad name, we'll pull his tongue and give in his hand, take it. See, the one who is abiding in the truth never gets insulted. See, a small pond or our water storage, if it is left for a long period of time, it starts rotting. Ocean, all the garbage of the world goes into the ocean, nothing happens. That is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Therefore, my friends, recognize this. Otherwise, we get lost. Now, once we come to discover this principle, so what is the conclusion? Body, object-wise, there are many. Sense organs-wise, one. Then sense organs-wise, many. Mind-wise, one. And joy, sorrow-wise, many. But experience-wise, one. And the experience is present or absent, but the life is present. And life-wise also, manifest or unmanifest. Brahman is one. This is the path, GPS. See? On our GPS map, they show what are the stations coming in between. This is the thing. And in every GPS, 2 points are to be clearly spelled out. Point of origin and destination. You know, that point of destination is shown with a particular sign, around little bit and dot. That is our Vitthal Bhagwan's Chandan. See, Panduranga Maharaj, his Chandan is that destination, that is our destination. But we think it's a design, no. GPS fellow has copied that. And by mistake they have given, that is the real destination. But we want to go to Jumritalaya. See how life becomes beautiful. Therefore, we have to understand the meaning of this mantra. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam. Now don't go in search of Brahman where it is. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam. See? Guha is the title of Bengalis. Guha ji ke ghar mein hai. Guha means cover. See, in Panchadashi, this thing comes. There is one chapter, Panchakosh Vivek. There this topic comes very exhaustively. Guha means, Guha is the dhatu, the covering. So under some covering, this Brahman is available. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhaya, meaning do not go in search anywhere. See? First step. Otherwise, Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavadanam Jnana Vihina Sarva Matena Bhajatina Muktim Janma Shatena. We have to learn to be happy wherever we are. We are the source of happiness, we are the source of misery. See? Miseries happen to somebody, happiness is to nobody. So remain as nobody. So, yo Veda Nihitam Guhaya, in your own heart, in your buddhi, Panchakosha. And further, Parame Vyomanna. So there are three spaces. One is the gross space where we are, technically called as the Bhutakash. In this Bhutakash, we are all Bhutas. Akasha is that which supports all the contents, doesn't reject any content, but doesn't get influenced by any content. That is Bhutakash. See? Then there is the second space, is called as Chittakash, the mind space. Like in the gross space, there is a gross world. Similarly, in the mind space, there is a thought world. Like, the gross space remains uninfluenced by the gross contents. Equally true, the mind space is uninfluenced by the thought contents. Good thoughts come in the mind, bad thoughts come in the same mind. Joy comes in the mind, misery comes in the mind. Mind is the same. See? How simple it is. So with this understanding and knowledge, what will be the spiritual practice according to Vedanta? Live in this world cheerfully, happily, but do not gather sukha kachra. All the time, only the worldly things. Everything is necessary, but up to a limit, not beyond that. See? Whether we are for that or they are for us. So, according to this mantra, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam, if we have to discover the divinity that we are in our own being, we have to start from where we are. So we are in the gross space as Bhut, ghost. See? It is so simple, my friends. Let us not give too much importance to the things in this world. This world has always been like this. Nothing new ever happened. See? During the First World War, Second World War, how many people were killed? We don't even think about that. Because we were not that time. But then those who are frustrated in life, they start working on the social work to take out the frustration on the society. See? They get lost in that. And when they see people like us, they ask question. Swamiji, why your God has created this world? Did God tell you? No. Then why you blame him? No, you people tell. And we tell you also you are dumb. Do you accept? That we accept God created the world. But when we tell you are dumb, why don't you accept that? See? Know what I mean? See, there's so much of corruption, so much of horrible things going on. I can't imagine it could be worse than it. Oh, very good, very good. See? So let us think. Friends, find my one solution to all problems. All problems are to be dissolved. They cannot be solved. Dissolve the problem. Because problems are created because of erroneous thinking. And erroneous thinking can be corrected by right thinking to dissolve the very process of thinking. See? Before divorce, we keep on shouting, blah, blah, blah. When the divorce is done, now no worry. See, friends. Swamiji, are you suggesting? Yes. See, friends. Then he will go for another. See, friends. So I told him, let us think properly. Your question will be answered. I said, earlier, do you think the world was not bad? I don't think it could be worse than this. Oh, very good. Do you think afterward the world will not be horrible? It can't be worse than this, Swamiji. Okay. Earlier you were there? No, of course. Later you will be there? No, of course. The world is horrible because you are there. You disappear. The world begins from us, is maintained in us, comes back to me. Mayeva sakalam jatam, mai sarvam pradishtitam, mai sarvam layam yati, tad brahmadvayam asmyaham. See? If I is not there, I, the husband, I, the wife is not there. If I is not there, I, the mother-in-law, I, the daughter-in-law is not there. Therefore, the experiment we did, when you become husband-wife, you have got a world. When you become parent-children, you have got a world. When you are nobody, no problem. And how these bodies are born? Association with some conditioning. Upadhi. Therefore, yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyomanna. So the first step, according to this, we have to apply in our life. Do not get unnecessarily involved in the worldly affairs. So many people are bombarded, so many people died. Why this is happening? Tum jinda ho na, chai piyo. Useless. You know, these drawing room political discussions are done by those who are good for nothing. We can condemn the politician, try to go and live as a politician. It is not a simple job. See? But we simply sit comfortably and keep on condemning them. Therefore, it is very simple, straight. All the problems begin from us. Because we get too much involved, influenced by the world. So, through the wisdom. See, you know, in 1898 onwards, for next 5-7 years, there was pandemic. See? And many people died during that time. Now, after 100 years, again, it's a cycle going on. Why? Because God has to control the burden on the earth. So He has to kill people. See? And for God, killing anybody is not difficult. Why? He knows, like the children. You must have seen, husband and wife go to the seaside with the two kids. Kids, you play, Mummy, Papa are going for a walk to discuss about our future and we'll come back. Okay? So children are happy. And they are making nice things out of the sand and all that. And Mummy, Papa come after discussion. No, we have decided to separate. And thereafter, the children, let's go home. They don't go home just like that. Now, let us break all what you have made. So they come running and all the things that you have made, they jump. As much there is the joy in creation, equally the joy in destruction. See? Bhagavan Krishna came in this world, paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkrutam. This process of creation, destruction is incessantly going on. There is nothing new about it. Then we are slowly rising above this gross space, bhutakash. Then we come to the next one, the chittakash, the mind space. Now you will see most of us, why 100%, only complain about the mind. Anything you take. Swamiji, I become very angry. I don't know how to control my anger. Swamiji, I can't stop thinking about the past. Swamiji, certain events have happened in my life. Now I am regretting. What should I do? Complaining is the only thing we understand as spiritual practice. See, about the past is only one rule. Do that. Select, shift, delete. You cannot undo the past. Only through wisdom you can get out. Suppose in the childhood we have done something wrong. Now child body has gone. Along with that, the childhood body also has gone. But why you carry it all the time with you? Because we are a khichdi. The khichdi you can see in the old people. You know what is the pathetic joke of the old people? Swamiji, I don't feel I am old. You cannot feel because you are not old. But people call me old because your behavior is like a young. See, friends. So the one who says that I don't feel old, it is the pure consciousness you are referring to. And don't feel old, the oldness belongs to the body. So it is a sabudana khichdi, walking here and there. Fix your identity, body or the self. All your past memories will be erased. But again and again we go on irrigating it and giving manure and remember all that and keep all the photos everywhere. Jaane kahan gaye wo din bhaad mein tum bhi jao. Dekho santo. So that Brahman yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyomanna, in the ultimate space. So there are three spaces. One we have seen the Bhutakash, second is the Chittakash. And this can be done only by one simple understanding. Whatever we have given importance in our life, that becomes the seed for creating the thought crop. See? Anything, give importance to anything, that will trouble you. Then, third comes this Parame Vyumanna, the ultimate space, is called as Chidakasha or the conscious space. See? Three spaces. Gross space, the objects of experience. The mind space, the experience of the object. The Chidakasha, experiencer of the objects. See? Objects of experience subject to modification. Experience of the object subject to modification. It is not. You remember, you don't remember. It is good, it is bad. But the Chidakash, the experiencer, is ever the same. Experiences come and go. Experiencer is the same. Joy has come. I was so happy. But after that, very misery is come. I am miserable. So this I principle is a common denominator. See? And ever remains the same. The Chidakash. Now we go further. See? What is the, not book, what is the Akash, the space? Space is a container, doesn't get influenced by the contents. Now if we are living in this world, gross world as we are now if our attention is on the worldly things, our experience will be different. If our attention is on something else than this, our experiences will be different. For example, we are inside the hall. Yesterday I told you. Shoes are outside the hall. Shoes are inside the ashram. Car is outside the ashram. So in and out requires a reference point. Isn't it? This is from our standpoint. Now ask from the space's standpoint. Space is not in the hall. The hall is in the space. Therefore, when the hall is broken, space doesn't go out from this hall in search of another hall. So, when the hall breaks, there is a different experience for those who have given a status of reality to the hall. When the hall breaks, nothing happens from the standpoint of the space. Another hall will be built. Is it not? We are that conscious space wherein one child body has come, played, gone. We are the same. Teenage body has come and gone. We are the same. Middle-aged body has come and gone. We are the same. Swamiji, please stop there. That old body will also go. Nothing will happen to you, the conscious space. मरने भी नहीं देते. देखो महाराज, this is ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परम देशाभ्युक्ता सत्यम ज्ञानमनंतम ब्रह्म यो वेद निहितम गुहायाम परमे व्योमन्न. What will be the real spiritual practice according to this Upanishad or according to Vedanta? This. Change your standpoint in life. See? What should be done? Do what I am doing. We should not possess anything. We should belong. See? Earlier, when I was traveling, so I was very particular not to check in the bag, so that I don't have to go in the queue to check in the bag and after wait for the luggage to come on the belt. That was the idea. So I can save time. After doing it for many years, now, according to the latest fashion, what I do, I check in the bag. So, the bag belongs to them. I am relaxed. So, belong. Don't possess. Who possesses? Who becomes the owner. Who belongs? Who becomes the luggage. How beautiful. Luggage bano. Every time I want to do, करते रहो, relax. करो तो अच्छा है. See, friends, it is so important. Like, this hall belongs to me and the space, कोई बात नहीं, दूसरा आ जाएगा. Relax. So the hall belongs to the space. The space is not possessive of the hall. Whenever we become possessive, we carry the burden. So what is the possession that we have? The sukha kachra, gila kachra, and infinite TB storage. You know infinite TB storage? Infinite terabytes. As if the problems of this world are less. We borrow from the last life. I don't know, in the last life what sin I have done, I got married to you. Last night you have tortured me, therefore I have done the Karwa Chauth and I will again come in your next life and I will take the revenge. Don't worry, I will not live anywhere. So, the problems of this world are less, therefore we borrow from the last life. See, neither are you born nor you ever die. All the problems of the life, according to Vedanta, can be sorted out by one word, Rama Leela or Krishna Leela. It becomes so Gambhirananda. What happened? Since I studied this meditation, I don't feel like laughing. Then cry. So, yo veda nihitam guhayam. So first, worldly things should not bother us. And for that, follow the process of belonging, not possession. Okay. The second thing, we come to the mind space. Mind space is with reference to the relations. See? Honor, dishonor. See? Once somewhere I was in a very rich family's people. Karodpati. I am a Rodpati, they are all Karodpati. So they asked me, Swamiji, you moved to so many places. If you come across any good boy for our daughter, I said, okay, वही बचा है, कर लेंगे. I'll do that. Then I said, what type of boy you expect me to see? Swamiji, first of all, we will be spending for our daughter a minimum about 8 crores. So that party should be spending more than 10 crores. So the marriage is between a boy and a girl or the crore. See? Sukha kachra. In Gujarat it happened. I was in Bhimpura on the banks of Narmadaji. There is one couple, very good friend of mine. They are now selling their property and going somewhere. Very sincere and deeply spiritual, and their son is also married and staying somewhere else. So they thought, now we can't stay anymore, we have to sell. So when I was sitting with them, he was talking about this topic. He says, Swamiji, there was one person who conducted the marriage of his daughter, and the marriage pendal he made on 4 acres of land. And all the 4 Tirtha Kshetra, the Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri. Exactly like that made. And to go from one place to another, inside there were cars arranged. 100% it should look like original. How much money he must have spent? Naturally, for that marriage dowry, how much money it must have been. And after marriage, ha ha hoo, everywhere, such a great marriage. Never it happened in last many centuries and all that kind of thing, And photo. And after 1 month, that boy and the girl together came to the girl's father. Dad, we want to talk to you. Now dad's heart started coming out, going. Now what? See, we are not against each other. We don't hate each other. We have no problem. But we can't click. So instead of leading a hypocritical life, we have decided we'll separate. And we want your blessings for separation. See, what that father will do? Suicide. See, friends, because of the relations, nobody can be happy. Because of the children, no parents can be happy. Children are born to take the revenge from the last life. See? You all have heard Ramayana, is it not? What have you learned in Ramayana? What I have learned, I tell you. The cause of death of Dasharath ji was Bhagwan Ram, is it not? When Bhagwan Ram was asked to go to the forest, he died. When the son is directly the avatar of Narayana, this is what happens to you as a father. Our children are kabutar. What do you expect? They will go and sit on the Shivalanga and do. See? But all the time, useless. These things happen only as a grace of the Lord, so that you are totally withdrawn from this world and come back to your divine self. Take a positive aspect of it. See, friends, when I told this thing in Ramesh Bhai Hoja's lecture, he told me in somewhere in Australia. After he said, Swamiji, where do you read it? I said, I don't read books. I don't read. One of my title of my lecture was Unmeditation. On that, one English Babaji came. Swamiji, what is this word, unmeditation? I said, it is unmeditation. It is nowhere in the dictionary I have read it. I said, do you know? Ignorant people read dictionary. Wise people create dictionary. He says, Swamiji, it is useless to talk to you. I said, very good. See, friends, you have to get out of this relative existence. Parame vyomanna soshnate. Now, to the extent the space doesn't complain about any content, to the same extent, we must stop complaining about any thought that comes in our mind. Suppose this place is very good, but if we have to go, we should remember that. Suppose this place is very dirty, anyway we have to go, don't worry. Same way, places you can change. Many people do. I think, I will go to USA and stay there. After you go there, I have to wash dishes and clean. I think I will go to Indonesia. There you get lot of good servants, free. You go there, यहाँ मज़ा नहीं आ रहा, लेट अस गो टू पेरिस. Where are you running? See? Therefore, first spiritual practice is this. Then the second comes the mind. Don't complain about the mind. Discover. Whenever you are disturbed because of something, we are squarely responsible. Drop it. You cannot undo the past. Past can be only forgotten. And do you know the biggest gift God has given to human being is the ability to forget. Take money from somebody. I am not telling you to forget, you are forgetting. See? Did I take from you? I don't remember. Let him suffer, you relax. See? Don't carry the, but if, I tell you, forgetting the world is remembering God. See? Because God is not content to be included in the thought. See? If you want to see the space, what will you do? Stop seeing. If you want to see the colors and forms, you can see. If you want to see the space, let the eyes be open. Seeing is happening, but seer is not born. Hearing is happening, but hearer is not born. Joy is there, but joyful body is not born. Miseries are there, but a miserable person is not born. This is conquering the mind space. See? Then we come to what this Upanishad says, Parame Vyomanna. What is the Chidakash, the ultimate, the experiencer, that we will take in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.